Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Happy sunrise. Happy sunrise. I got me some Shaka Khan playing this morning. Got my wow here. I don't care. Yes. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, Miss Shaka Khan. Legendary. Legendary. Guys, happy sunrise. Welcome to Friday of Your Life. Okay, this is Give Me My Rights, WRITES, daily podcast with NadinePoetry1. I am one word, I am one number. Guys, I welcome you to this morning. Okay, we have already received our first blessing of the day because we have opened our eyes. So, God, we thank you. I thank you. Yes. Guys, I thank you for joining me this morning. This is the podcast where I use my original quotes, and hopefully they encourage and inspire your day and get you started with a nice smile, feeling confident, cool, and collected. Blessings to your day, Grand Rising, and thank you all for joining me another day. Okay, guys, listen, my name is NadinePoetry1 again. I am the host of Imperfect Poetry Thursdays, okay, which comes on mostly every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's when I get up there on the social media, multiple social media platforms, and I share some of my original poetry with you guys, and then I play some great music, and we have a little bit of talk. And, we turn up, we have some fun, okay? So I ask that you guys be joining me on Thursday nights. Now, last night was my birthday. So I didn't have a show. I was in celebration of my birthday. Okay, so I took a little break, but I'll be back this coming Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, TikTok, YouTube, you guys will be able to join me. TikTok, I don't know if we will still be able to join, but if that be the case, Sunday, if TikTok is disconnected, please join me on Fanbase. Come and join me on Fanbase. I was going to do it on Instagram, but I've decided to do it on Fanbase because I have invested in Fanbase, and it is a growing platform, and it is a Black-owned platform, and it's pretty cool. So I ask that you guys join me on Fanbase live Monday. That's if TikTok is gone by Sunday, okay? Then I will be live on Fanbase and YouTube, okay? So please join me under NadinePoetry1. You'll see me there at 7 a.m. on Fanbase, okay? If we lose TikTok, okay? And you will see me, of course, with Imperfect Poetry Thursday, still on Fanbase, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, okay? Minus TikTok. So I ask that you guys please. Okay, guys, I am also the owner and founder of NadinePoetry1, which is my organic skin oil. I appreciate you guys coming and joining with me this morning. I have a great quote for you guys, and I am ready and willing to share it. Okay, but first, yes, owner and founder of NadinePoetry1, which is my organic skin oil butters line. It is made for severe dry skin to withstand the moisture with. Okay, yes, so it is skin oil butters that is organic, used with organic grown flowers and shea butters. Okay, the fragrance is all natural. There's no, enhanced fragrance in there that are forcibly made. The moisture inside of it is natural from the organic product and ingredient. And there is no chemicals and no carcinogens. There are no dyes that go into your skin. So yes, you may be buying all them other things, but I'm giving you a product that is really, really naturally good for your skin, all skin types, okay, all age groups, and every member of your family, okay, every gender, every age, every so guys, yes, type. Please get your organic skin oil butters, NadinePoetry1, organic skin oil butters by NadinePoetry1, one word, one number. You can go ahead and make a purchase at https://skinpoetry1.myshopify.com, or you can go to my personal website at www.NadinePoetry1.com, or you can go under NadinePoetry1 on Facebook and Instagram and make your purchase through there as well. Okay, I think it directly takes you to Shopify website to make a purchase. We ship all over the country, guys, and I'm telling you, it really is it's an excellent product. Okay, it gives you a nice glow on your skin. It doesn't cause any buildup. You know how you get that rubbish from some other skin creams when you bathe and all this rubbity stuff is coming off. It doesn't give you any of that, and the fragrance is very light and gentle and sweet, honey. You can put your fragrance that you wear every day on, okay, with that skin oil butter, and then when you take it off, honey, the scent that you smell on your skin is like woo wee. I still smell great. That is the type of product that it is. And again, it is all natural. No chemicals, no carcinogens, no dyes, no fabricated fragrances, okay? Everything in the product is natural, and it naturally helps your skin. Even the Bible says the things that will heal the body grow on the earth. And I use everything that healed the body and the skin from the earth. So go ahead and make your purchase. You'll be happy you did, and you will get the experience, and it is worth the moisture, guys. Okay, listen. Again, I got legendary Shaka Khan playing in the background. Okay, I got my Shaka here. I got my Shaka here. Okay. Yes, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the quote this morning. Again, you guys know I am the poet outside of the box. Okay, I don't do anything like no other poet and writer. I'm a little different. I'm a little different. But I do thank you guys for joining me this Friday morning. For joining me again for Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast. I'm gonna go ahead and get into the quote, and this is a good one. Come, lend your ears. Okay, we all can use this one. I promise. Okay, and the quote is. I smile at my future while I laugh at my past. I smile at my future while I laugh at my past. Presently, I believe that maturity is amazing. Do you agree? I mean, with how maturity has changed and even corrected our thought process when you mature. Do you agree? Because I think so. I think maturity is a good one. If I thought like I used to think, or if you think like you used to think back then, it probably would be a mess. I know I would. I would be a mess. So, yesteryears, I had so much regret, interject into the possibility of thinking positively. So much regret, and I want to do this, but it may turn into this, the negative thinking. While today I welcome these positive thoughts, all right? It came with maturity. Thank you for maturity, okay? Those positive thoughts make me more optimistic about what can actually take place in the future, even in the present. Especially since I am not the designer of what is to come for me. None of us are the designers of what can happen. We can put things into place, but it doesn't mean that it's going to come out exactly the way we anticipated it to come out, right? We are not the designers of our lives. I mean, we can drive the car, but it doesn't mean we are the engine that makes it go. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So that's what that is about, okay? I just smile because my brain and my heart can receive positivity so well today. So better than I did yesteryears. Okay, and it surely feels really good. It's refreshing to my mind, my body, and my spirit to be able to receive positive thoughts, to think positive things about my life. I feel good about me. Guys, you must feel good about yourself in order for you to think of positive thoughts about your life. Wean out the negativity and the regret. Go ahead and move forward feeling like I can think positive about the outcome, okay? While I do still doubt some things, I love the idea of changing that negativity of doubt into feeling like I can have a positive outcome in every situation, because we really can. Here's the thing. If you do right, if you are doing things that sit well with your heart, you are more than likely to have positive outcomes. And so that is what makes me have the optimism about, life today, because I know I try to do the right things towards myself and towards people I love and just towards people in general, towards life. I try to put the right things into my body, not all the time. Yesterday I ate. It was my birthday. I was eating. I was here. Okay, but for the most part, I do try to put things in my body that have a place to go. If I eat that blueberry, it has somewhere to go. If I eat that strawberry, it has somewhere to go. If I eat those vegetables, it has somewhere to go. Everything I put into my body, it has somewhere to go. I try not to put things into my body that don't have a place to go, because then I'm not doing right towards my body. And yeah, it looks good and it smells good, but what is really in it? Those things. And then per se, you're communicating with someone, am I being gentle in my response, in my delivery, and if they're trying to turn me up or get me, rised up, I check and I check and I regulate. I sure do. But you have to take me there. And I don't let people energy feed me. Sometimes I'm not taken there because I'm the mature one in the situation and I have to maintain that status. Sometimes I'm not mature. Sometimes I'm human, and if I feel like I'm being disrespected and the content that I'm receiving, verbally from someone else, then it's contingent on that, and how they're delivering it is how my response will be. But I don't let them, navigate the feeling, the emotion. I take control of that. So I feel like that is the right way to do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? That is the goal here, to make sure that we are doing good things so we can feel confident that we will receive positive outcomes. I wake up in the morning, I wash my face, I wash my body, I take care of my skin. I put on NadinePoetry1 skin oil butters because I want to do the right thing towards my skin and put healthy things on my skin. You will not see words on my product that you can't pronounce. I don't like to use products that have words that I can't pronounce. And although I'm very educated and well-spoken and all of those things, but I'd rather have layman terms in the products that are going on my skin. You see? Because I'm doing right by me, so I feel positive about the outcome going forward and at that present time. I like this feeling so much more. I really, really do. I like feeling positive, even when I meet new people. I come from a place where, in New York City, we walk down the street and it's how you doing. People think that because we are so fast paced that we are not friendly. In actuality, we're fast paced because we trying to get the bus or the train. But if we can stop and say hello to you, or we will say, hey, you tie your shoe, you might hurt yourself. Hey, there's something on your mouth. We will say that to strangers in the city of New York. It's funny to me to live here in the South and find that it is harder to make good friends than it is up north, because you come outside up north, we walk most of the time. So you can walk down the street and go to the bodega and somebody's on their stoop and they like, how you doing, girl? And you will stop and they'll be like, that's what happened. Did you see what happened last night? A complete stranger. And friends are made like that. In the South, everyone gets in a car and they go to the supermarket and they mind their business. And yes, the people greet you and they are pleasant, but it doesn't mean that you can create a good friendship. It's a little harder. You know what I mean? So positive things, do positive things, friendly speech, and take care of your skin and take care of your body and love those around you, and be pleasant towards people you don't know well, and allow them to give that back to you. Be open for it. Positive things give you positive outcomes. I like the feeling of a positive outcome. It's so much better than when I was younger and I doubted everything because my mind was not mature and I was very unsure. You understand? So I'm thankful for that and I like the feeling. Therefore, I smile more frequently at my future. And I have been looking forward to my next phase because I know who walks with me. Oh, how he walks with me. Oh, how he talks with me, said the wonderful, legendary Tasha Cobbs. Okay? Yes. So that is because Mrs. Tasha Cobb Leonard said that in her song. That is because I have learned to trust me more. And that is the wonderful thing about maturity. You grow a trust for yourself. You stand in what you believe. You stand in your word. Whatever you are spewing out to people, whether it's information, whether it's direction, whether it's storytelling, you kind of trust what you're saying. Because you've done positive things and you live in your full honesty. It's not a lot of people can say that they can sit home and say, I have been honest with myself the whole day. But I can sit here and say that I be honest with myself the whole day. If I don't feel pretty, I'm like TLC sometimes I don't feel pretty. Okay? I'm like regular folks. Sometimes I get up and I just feel fabulous. This morning, I feel fabulous. And that's a joy I like to bring to this live. Positive thinking. So I have learned to trust me more. I have learned to trust me more. Okay. And I came here with this message because you guys, we're all adults. We have to get into the habit of being positive. It changes things all around us. Oh my God, it's like it opened up these doors and it sheds a beautiful light on you because we are thinking positive and we are shooing out positivity. We're not just being nasty and rude and cold because we want to be. A lot of people who are well-to-do, they think that's a reason to be nasty, cruel, and cold. And it's a lot of celebrities that you can't communicate with them in person. I remember when I was younger and I was growing up, and I would think that the people on the TV were not real. It took me, when I worked in Manhattan in publishing, I ran into, it was Jay-Z coming out of MTV. And I was like, oh, wow. And I grew up in Bedford-Stuyvesant, Brooklyn, in the same area as him, right? But I ran into him, and the crowd was around him and everything, but I actually got to see him. And I was like, wow, he's real, And yeah, we're not that, we're far in age, but not that far, But yeah, I just thought he wasn't real. I didn't think celebrities were real. And today they act so far removed from regular people. You know, even when you get on a live and you'll see them live, you know, with thousands of people going through, you can't communicate. They don't answer every question. And some of them prefer to speak to certain people and not all people. So, you know, I just thought they weren't real. But I like the idea of feeling positive and being real. I like the realism of life. I like to live in what is the now, you know, not what happened before or not some story that has been enhanced or fabricated, you know, because if I can live in the now in a positivity of life, that keeps the trust within me. That keeps me feeling like I'm doing the right thing. You know what I mean? That makes sense? So I laugh at my past because I look back sometimes and I think, dang, little girl, some foolish moves were made. I've made some foolish moves, and you know, I'm just so happy that I am mentally clearer. Wisdom has absorbed into my headspace much more and into my heart, and I actually can think things through, but not just think things through. I can do it expediently because I have experience with thinking things through, right? And I laugh now at some of the things in the past, although some of the moments were not so funny, many were hurtful, and many were unforgettable moments, experiences that I will never ever forget. But I can laugh now because I am so happy that I'm smarter today. You know, my mind today has learned to chalk it up to, oh, the young mind of her. So unwise, not knowing much in those moments, you know, of unsurety where many bad decisions were made. So I am thankful today that God does forgive, and he knows that my steps are ordered. Can I just let all of you know that we think we are doing it on our own accord? Okay, when you go for a job, you are not hired because you need a job. You are hired because they have a job for you to do, okay? Well, we are put here because there is something for us to do. We are not here on our own accord, and because that our steps are ordered. When you come into the job, they give you a job description. They have steps ordered that you need to maintain to keep that job. Well, God has done the same thing for us. Hmm? He put us here because our steps were ordered. He has something for us to do. So I am thankful today that I do not walk alone, and I'm clear on that. So when I make my decisions, you know, he's speaking to me and I'm speaking to it. Hmm? He knows because my steps were ordered by the Lord of spirits, the Lord, our God, the God of all gods, the King of kings, all right, the Alpha, the Omega, yes, okay? God did it so that I can be the woman God wanted me to become today. God does it because he wants you to be the man that you can become, that you are today, okay? We are not accidents and nothing just happened. God is very intentional. So because I am aware of that and my wisdom is kicking in, I am so happy that I serve a God that is so intentional about my life and the things that he has plans for me. And I'm so glad that he's given me the understanding and the wisdom to accept that his plan for me is better than anything I can ever plan for myself. You know what I mean? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Again, guys, this is Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast. Yes, he is intentional. So feel good about the positive moments. Because today, I know I feel grateful and graceful. I really, really do. So with grace, I am so proud of this woman sitting here before you guys. Because I don't walk alone. You see? And I'm so different from my yesteryears. My way of thinking is so clear, and I can communicate so nicely with people and be sure of what I'm saying and do it to make people feel well. And hopefully with their intent towards me, it is, I hope it's to make me feel well as well, you know? Because that really should be the way we think, you know, when we are communicating with people. Only an action for an action. So if someone is being negative towards you, you have the option to walk away and disregard anything they're saying, ignore them freely, okay? Or you got the right to get them together. You can choose. But if they are treating you positive, even at the first meet and greet, even if it's at the gas station and someone gives a smile, I do not mind smiling back. A smile is universal, honey. You can give it to anyone. And you never know whose day it will brighten. You see that? I love this feeling in me. I love feeling positive about life. I love feeling sure. I have truly overcome so much. And we all have room to continue to grow in wisdom. I am super proud of that. Okay? Many of you may have overcome, many of you may be in the valley right now, but let me just tell you that you have room to grow. And that valley is there for a reason. There is something in the midst of that valley that you're going to walk out of it with that has learned you for the long haul, to keep you grounded, to keep you wise, to keep you making smart decisions, and to be positive. All right, because it may be sad when you walk out at first because the feelings of everything you went through are still on you. But when you walk further enough away from that valley, you start to understand. It's an understanding that kicks in with that. I too have been in the valley, sometimes with no lights, sometimes with nails on the floor, like Langston Hughes' poem, From Mother to Son. But I can honestly say I have truly overcome so much. And I am so thankful, okay? So thankful. When I think about the things that I've been through and think of where God has stationed me at right now, I am thankful for the woman that he had plans for me to become, because I am stepping into her. You are stepping into him. You are stepping into her, okay? Trust the process, okay? You too should be proud of the you that you are today, right now. It may not be pretty, and it may be awesome, but be proud of whatever the situation is, because, honey, when you walk away from it and you look back, you're going to laugh at it too and be like, wow, I did that. I'm sure many of you have overcome, like I said, and now you should be admiring the man or woman that God has made you to be today. Okay? Because there's more to come from you. Your story just keeps going, honey. I told somebody yesterday, a happy birthday to me. Okay? The chapters are page turners, darling. Yes. Keep reading. There is more to come for your life. Keep reading. There is more to come. You are not over. You are not an accident, and nothing just happened. It all was put into place perfectly so you can become who you are intended to be. And there are no mistakes made. I promise there's no mistakes made. So positive thinking. Positive thinking. Let us hug ourselves and know that God was and is here, okay, with us for a reason. And be glad, be very glad, that our Lord is steadfast when it comes to growing us into the very man and the very woman that he intended for us to become. Let us hug ourselves for that today. We got to learn to love on ourselves. Yes, it's Friday and you're ready to get up and go out there and do what you need to do so you can get to your weekend. I understand. But take a moment and hug yourself, okay? Because after all, our life is a vision for many in the world to see. Okay? We are not alone. And many of us, will have a style that other people imitate and an approach to life that some will imitate and some may not. Either way it goes, people, it is all for the good of those who love the Lord. It really is. All right? I'm not saying you have to be a Christian, go to church every Sunday. I'm not every Sunday church going person. I just love God, and I just learn to trust the process, because I tell you, every time I put the seasoning of prayer on the situation, and even when I couldn't see myself coming out blinded to what is going to happen in my future, for somehow, some way, he has brought me out, and he has stood me up tall and strong. You know what I mean? And into a positive way of thinking about the ordeal I may have just ran from or came out of, the season of prayer. So, yesterday was my birthday, and I lived to see it. And I'm thankful. And so I'm smiling this morning. I am smiling this morning. Didn't do a whole lot of stuff, just the joy and love of family and friends, that loved on me. And, I just had that day, and I was able to grace that day with my presence of living, of breathing. So many people didn't get to breathe yesterday. So many people are not going to breathe this morning. But you are, and we are. And I am smiling just about that little thing. It's those little things that sit with you longer than the big things anyone can do. Anything you can do for yourself, the little things are the ones that stay in your heart the longest. So today I smile at life. I smile at life, okay? And you too can smile at just being you. Okay, guys? Smile at just being you. Love you. Okay, because the love of you will spew out onto others. They'll see the love of you and they'll gravitate towards it and be like, I want to be a person that love me too. So I can just have love all on me. Love. Love has a smell with no aroma. Do that make sense? I like that little quote. Love has a smell with no aroma, honey. Okay? It's an energy that bounces off of you from one party to the next, and it makes people just want to love. A smell with no aroma. Love, that is. So, smile today. Show that you love yourself. Be happy of the man or the woman that God intended for you to be, because you ain't do nothing wrong. It looks bad right now. You may feel like you made a bad decision and it may feel upsetting to you, but one day you are going to walk away and look at this past issue and be just smiling like, wow, that decision there. Thankfully, I am not making that decision right now. Guys, I am the one and only NadinePoetry1. Okay, guys, again, I just want to reiterate that if I am not here Monday morning at 7 a.m., please come to Fanbase, okay, and join me, or come to YouTube and join me under NadinePoetry1 for your morning quote at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be there, and I hope you guys join me. The one and only NadinePoetry1. I am one word, I am one number. I thank you guys for joining me for another Give Me My Rights, WRITES Daily Podcast. I wish blessings to your day and enjoy your weekend. Yes. My birthday weekend. Bye, guys. Blessings to your day. Bye.